Boris Karloff, transformed into the ancient priest Imhotep, rests between takes on the set of The Mummy, 1932. His haunting presence and patience during hours of makeup defined Hollywood horror, forever shaping the image of timeless terror and cinematic immortality. Pierre Angeli, captured in a 1951 MGM promotional photo, radiates the delicate charm that defined Hollywood's golden age. Her expressive eyes and quiet grace symbolized innocence and longing, marking her as one of cinema's most poetic and tragic figures. A behind-the-scenes glimpse from PHFFFT, 1954, a witty romantic comedy starring Judy Holliday and Jack Lemmon. The film captured post-war America's playful take on love, divorce, and rediscovery, where laughter softened heartbreak, and charm turned everyday relationships into cinematic gold. Tana Louise, famed burlesque performer and pin-up model, stars in the Cincinnati Sinner. Her bold glamour and rebellious spirit challenged 1950s conventions, embodying the allure of underground culture where confidence, sensuality, and defiance merged into a symbol of unapologetic femininity. On April 12, 1956, Grace Kelly prepares to disembark from Prince Rainier's yacht, moments before their royal wedding in Monaco. This serene image captures the fairytale's beginning, Hollywood grace meeting European royalty, blending cinematic charm with timeless royal elegance. In 1889, a young couple stands proudly on the windswept Nebraska prairie, their wedding photograph capturing resilience and hope. Surrounded by vast open land, their union symbolizes the courage of settlers who built love and life amid America's untamed frontier. Born November 5, 1913, Vivien Leigh remains one of cinema's most captivating icons. From Gone with the Wind to A Streetcar Named Desire, her brilliance and fragility intertwined, creating timeless performances that define beauty, strength, and vulnerability in Hollywood's golden age. Mary Duncan, photographed in 1931, embodies the quiet elegance of early Hollywood. Known for her graceful poise and expressive depth, she shone in the final years of silent cinema, capturing a fleeting era where emotion spoke louder than dialogue. Captured in 1956, By the Palace Pool reflects mid-century luxury and effortless glamour. Sunlight glimmers across calm waters as elegance meets leisure, symbolizing an era when Hollywood stars turned private moments into timeless icons of grace, beauty, and sophistication. In 1945, a young Marilyn Monroe poses in Death Valley, years before fame found her. The desert sun frames her innocence and promise, capturing the quiet beginning of a woman who would soon redefine beauty, fame, and cinematic allure forever. In 1947, Abby Stockton stands strong in Hawaii during her U.S. fitness tour, inspiring youth with her pioneering strength. Known as the First Lady of Iron, she championed health, empowerment, and the belief that strength could be both graceful and feminine. Rita Hayworth, in Gilda, 1946, ignited the screen with her unforgettable allure and defiant charm. Draped in satin and mystery, she redefined Hollywood sensuality, her performance capturing the tension between power, desire, and the timeless magnetism of a true screen goddess. A young couple strolls through Chicago in July 1975, captured in vibrant Kodachrome tones. Their carefree stride and summer style reflect a generation's optimism, moments of love, music, and freedom alive in the golden light of America's changing decade. Tough choice, but I'd say It's a Wonderful Life, 1946. It perfectly captures James Stewart's warmth, sincerity, and emotional depth. His portrayal of George Bailey feels timeless, a reminder of how one person's quiet sacrifices can change countless lives. What about you? Do you have a favorite Stewart film? Circa 1900, two women test their skill at bowling, captured on a delicate glass negative. Their laughter and focus reflect a changing era, when leisure, sport, and independence began to intertwine in the lives of modern women stepping into a new century. Dr. Christine Mann Darden, a trailblazing NASA engineer, revolutionized research on supersonic flight and sonic boom reduction. Over 4 decades, she shattered barriers, becoming the first black woman at NASA Langley to achieve senior executive service status, an enduring symbol of excellence, leadership, and perseverance. My Grandmother in Upstate New York, 1940s, captured in a moment of quiet grace and post-war hope. Her gentle smile and timeless style reflect an era of resilience, when everyday life carried both simplicity and the quiet strength of rebuilding dreams. In 1903, photographer James Rickalton stands with 2 Kashmiri guards at the Imperial Delhi Durbar, a grand display of British colonial power. This rare image bridges cultures, capturing loyalty, spectacle, and the complex human presence behind empire and ceremony. In October 1984, fitness model Diana Panting poses confidently for a small promotional booklet. Her sculpted form and vibrant energy reflect the era's growing passion for health, strength, and self-expression, when fitness became both lifestyle and cultural statement. In October 1944, a young Marilyn Monroe, then Norma Jean, posed with radiant innocence and quiet ambition. Long before stardom, her warmth and charm hinted at the legend she would become, a symbol of beauty, resilience, and timeless Hollywood allure. In 1961, 19-year-old Aretha Franklin rehearses with choreographer Charlie Atkins, her youthful energy matched by emerging brilliance. Before becoming the Queen of Soul, she honed her. Miami Beach, July 11, 1967, sun, surf, and the spirit of peace fill the air. Amid shifting tides of culture and freedom, carefree crowds embody the optimism of the 60s, where youth, music, and hope shimmered beneath the endless Florida sky. In 1946, before fame transformed her into Marilyn, Norma Jean Monroe modeled as a pin-up girl for $10 an hour. These early photographs capture her playful innocence and emerging confidence, the quiet beginnings of a woman soon to redefine Hollywood beauty. In 1965, Sally Field charmed audiences as Gidget, the spirited California teen who surfed, dreamed, and laughed her way into hearts. Her sunny energy and wit captured the youthful optimism of the era, marking the dawn of an iconic television career. The Black American middle and upper classes of the early 1900s embodied resilience, intellect, and progress. Through business, education, and culture, they built communities of pride and purpose, challenging stereotypes and laying the foundation for future generations of leadership and achievement. Before AC/DC, a young Angus Young was already electrified by rock and roll. Practicing endlessly in his school uniform, he shaped the wild energy and signature style that would soon define one of the most powerful sounds in rock history. Dorothy Osner made history in 1929 as the first woman to direct a talkie, The Wild Party, starring Clara Bow and Frederick March. At Paramount, she broke barriers in a male-dominated industry, paving the way for future generations of women filmmakers. Horsemaning, a playful 1920s photography trend, created the illusion of decapitation by placing the subject's detached head beside their body. This quirky pastime reflected the decade's fascination with creativity, humor, and the growing art of staged photographic illusion. In 1989, supermodel Stephanie Seymour was photographed by Mark Hispert for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Her confident elegance and timeless allure captured the height of late 80s fashion, when glamour, power, and natural beauty defined the era's iconic imagery. In the 1920s, photographer Albert Witzel captured actress Melva Cornell in a portrait of luminous grace. With soft lighting and refined poise, the image embodies Hollywood's silent-era elegance, when glamour was crafted through simplicity, expression, and timeless cinematic allure. Born November 5, 1905, Joel McCrea became one of Hollywood's most respected leading men. Known for his integrity and quiet strength, he shone in westerns and comedies alike, his career reflecting the golden age's enduring ideals of honor, humility, and grace. In 1967, the Doors stood at the height of their creative power, captured here by the Michael Arks archives. Their raw energy, poetic lyrics, and Jim Morrison's haunting charisma defined a generation, merging rock, rebellion, and mysticism into timeless counterculture art. A 1956 Bic Century Riviera gleams beneath the sun, its chrome and curves embodying mid-century American style. Parked by an unknown beach, it evokes an era of open-road freedom, seaside drives, and the effortless glamour of post-war optimism. Marion Davies, photographed in 1933, radiates the wit and elegance that made her a star of early Hollywood. A gifted comedienne and silent film favorite, she balanced charm with talent, leaving behind a legacy far richer than her gossip column fame. Photographed in 1949 for a cigarette advertisement, this image captures the polished allure of post-war America. With poised elegance and cinematic lighting, it reflects an era when glamour and marketing intertwined, selling not just products, but a carefully crafted dream of sophistication.